It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Hello, basketball fans. I'm Ernie Johnson, welcoming you to 2K Sports. I'm here with Kenny the Jet Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. Tonight, it'll be the New York Knicks going up against the Orlando Magic. Well, for Orlando, they lost Game 1 in this matchup earlier this season. They'll see them 4 times in all, looking to even the series with a win tonight. Well, you knew he'd get there eventually, and at this point it appears that Kristaps Porzingis is going to be a star for a long time to come. What do you think his ceiling is as a player, Shaq?
Well, I don't know why they call him the unicorn, but everyone likes to compare him to Dirk Nowitzki, which I think is fair. But he plays with a little bit more intensity and goes to the rim often.
Well, they call him a unicorn because you don't see him very often. Or you rarely see him, or you never see him. And they're saying you never see a guy like Porzingis.
That's a terrible nickname. That's the worst nickname of all nicknames.
He also has a horn on his head.
No, now that's
got it.
Yeah, got it.
Okay, see, now I understand.
Right. Well, I get, New Yorkers didn't give him a good review early on. They thought he was going to be a bust.
They were
draft
wrong.
Day, they were so wrong. This guy is cold-blooded. He's an assassin. And Shaq, can you spell his last name, Porzingis? I'll buy you lunch if you can spell Porzingis.
Oh, you know I like to eat, so that'll be P-O-R-Z-I-N-G-I-S, baby.
Oh, my God, Porzingis.
Very nice. How do you spell his first name?
First name is K-R-I-S-T-A-P-S. I'll take a double cheeseburger.
Oh, wow, this dude.
And you get some fries for the Kristaps.
That's right.
I never thought.
Here's Kevin Harlan.
Don't mention food, buddy.
Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave.
Live from New York, 2K Sports proudly brings you Knicks basketball. This is Kevin Harlan alongside Doris Burke and Greg Anthony. We'll be catching up in a bit from our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. This road trip for the Magic kicking things off here in this one. And, of course, Emmanuel Mudiay, his first game as a New York Knick.
You know, I'm excited and somewhat anxious to see how this team is going to evolve since the trade was made. I mean, he is a guy that could end up being a key player for them as we get ready to hit that stretch run.
And as things get ready to roll, let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's on the sideline. David?
Well, guys, Kristaps Porzingis was taken with the 4th pick in 2015, and he was considered a project then. But he's shown himself ready, and part of that has been his mentality. He said, they thought I was afraid, but that's not who I am. I'll never back down from anybody. If I want to succeed, I can't be scared of anybody. I've got to be fearless out there on the court. Kevin?
Thanks, GA. And what's scary is Porzingis is only going to get better. That kind of fearlessness will help him in the long run. And Doris, we're in that kind of in-between area. You know, the luster of the season opener has now worn off. Not yet quite to the All-Star break. Crunch time, of course, is still a ways away. How do players go about maintaining that focus here at the midseason?
You know, I think this is interesting. If you're chasing greatness, we hear that expression a lot from LeBron James, I'm chasing greatness. I don't think focus is ever at issue. If you're the Golden State Warriors in the season, you have an opportunity to win 73 games. Focus is never an issue. What's fascinating to me is, can young players sustain attention for the 82-game grind, particularly those rookies? That is the group of players for whom I think it is most difficult.
All right, let's set the floor, courtesy of Gatorade. All fueled up and ready to go. And so in the game for the Magic, Fournier and Ross, they're the wings. The big men are Gordon and Vucevic. And it's Augustine in at the point. Off target with his 3. Orlando on D. They're moving on after the tough loss they took at the hands of the Warriors.
You know, a poor shooting night. I just got the sense they didn't work hard enough to get good looks.
Right, there has to be some sort of consistent effort to generate quality shots. It seemed to me they thought they were going to come easily.
And so it's the Knicks getting on the board first. Uses the glass to finish the layup. And now just over a minute played here in the first. And Jack kicks to Porzingis. Picked by Lee. Porzingis passes to Hardaway. And then Hardaway with the dunk.
You know, and that was a nice find by KP. Saw the open man. He was on time, on target with the pass. Perfect.
Vucevic, a screen on Jack. And Augustine kicks to Vucevic. It's blocked. Lee outside. Inside. And Porzingis gets it to go on the assist by Lee. Porzingis has got his first points of the game.
Porzingis not going to float like a butterfly. He's looking to go to work on the interior.
Vucevic, a screen on Jack. Augustine dishes to Fournier. No good on the three. The Knicks have gone 3 of 4 from the field to start out the game. Pass to Porzingis, and it's blocked by Gordon. They recover it. Lee outside. Over in the corner, Porzingis. That doesn't go either for Porzingis.
Well, that's the shot they want. He always has the green light when he's that open. Boy, one miss isn't going to change that.
Here's Hardaway. It doesn't go for him. And Orlando the other way now. Their last encounter was in Orlando.
And their last time against this club, they really fell short at the free throw line.
And Jack kicks to Porzingis with the second effort. And he lays it up and in. Porzingis has got his second bucket of the game to go.
This is where people get excited about Porzingis. Yes, he's got finesse, but he's not afraid to get in there and trade some elbows. Go ahead, big fella.
Now here is Augustine. He had a 15-point outing in their last game against Golden State. The drive by Gordon.
Oh, that's an old-fashioned rim wrapper.
Just a remarkable jam. These fans' jaws are on the ground right now. That was a great angle we just saw, courtesy of Under Armour. Another unleash chaos moment. Vucevic against Cantor. Lee outside. Back to Cantor. And count it, and a chance for one more at the free throw line.
Kev, that is the strength of Enes Kanter on display. This guy is so good at staying with his shot, even when there's bodies around him.
And Greg, with Enes Kanter last season, he had to miss significant time with the broken hand, but his offensive game is something to watch when he's healthy.
He just plays hard. He provides that instant offense off the bench, a great array of post moves to pick from.
Well, free throw off from Cantor. Greg, it's been a long rebuild for the Magic, but they really feel they've got a plan in place.
Well, you've heard the front office talking that they're going to win at least one championship by the year 2030. And I got to say, that's an interesting quote, to say the least. I mean, I have heard of a 5-year plan, but a 13-year plan, I guess you'd call that building for the long term.
Fournier passes to Augustine. In the corner, it's Gordon. Misses the three. The Knicks leading by 6. Lee outside. A 3-ball. He can't get that one to fall. Orlando's gone 0-3 from three-point land. Nothing yet going outside. Fournier's shot is off. The Knicks have gone 5 of 12 from the field since the opening tip. Dishes it to Jack. They set the pick. Kicks it to Hardaway. Cantor with a screen on Augustine. Fades and shoots. And Porzingis gets it to go on the assist from Hardaway. 6 points for Porzingis. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Gordon a screen for 3. Ross buries it from 3-point range. Ross has got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Knicks have gone 6 of 13 from the field, just under the 50% mark. Jack dishes to Hardaway. There's a screen by Cantor. Jumper off the screen. No good on the shot.
Yeah, blown opportunity after the two-man game creates a terrific look.
Well, he simply misfired. You've got to capitalize when the screen opens up wide open shots like that.
Now here is Jack. He's a good contributor to his team, averaging about 10.5 points a game. Screen by Porzingis. And the dunk by Porzingis.
Wow, that's the mobility of Porzingis, gliding in for the finish.
The feed now to Vucevic. And Vucevic throws it down.
Yeah, he just punched the ticket on that one. That'll get the job done.
Powerful two-hand jam. The Knicks leading by 5. Jack with it. There's a screen by Cantor. And Jack kicks to Hardaway. Here's Cantor. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact.
It's the size of Cantor that makes him a tough matchup, right? He is so good at finding space inside and forcing the defense to foul him.
For New York, they have shot just 1 free throw, missing that one earlier.
And they've shot the ball well this season in terms of their attempts, 81%.
Shooting 2.
And he makes the first. Doris, we have so many bigs that are playmakers, even though their position doesn't say they really should fall in that category. But we do have a lot of guys that can pass, that have size and operate down low. Who, in your opinion, tend to be some of those names under the radar?
Well, I go to Marc Gasol, who is an all-star center in the NBA. But what his value is, he's increasingly become comfortable with a guy who they want to take 15 to 20 shots a game. But the beauty of Marc Gasol is the unselfish nature of his game. You can stick Marc at the elbow, enter the ball through him, and you know something good is going to happen. He's going to make the right pass. He's going to lead to the pass that leads to the pass that leads to the score, or he can get his own offense. I think for me, maybe the under-radar guy in terms of playmaking have to be Marc Gasol.
Here's Fournier after New York gets the 3. So the whistle blows on the shot, and 2 free throws for the contact right there. And Evan Fournier out of France, an instinctive offensive player, Greg.
Yeah, favorite player growing up was Manu Ginobili, and you can see some similarities in their games. Fournier possesses long-range shooting, but also able to handle and put pressure on the D with the dribble.
No good on that one.
You know, it seems a little to me like the mystique of this building that the Knicks call home can be overwhelming at times, right? So many great games played here, perhaps the most iconic floor in all the NBA.
Catching up on the changes for New York. Kyle O'Quinn, he's checked in for Enes Kanter. Beasley comes in for Hardaway. Moutier, he's checked in for Lee. And it's Ntilikina in for Jarrett Jack. He hits the second from the line. And with this mecca of basketball, there certainly have been more than a few incredible moments that played out in front of these fans. Doris, growing up a Knicks fan as you have, what great moments stick out to you most in this terrific building?
Well, there's so many to choose from, whether it was Allen Houston's floater in the lane, Willis Reed coming out of the tunnel to play in Game 7, or, of course, Patrick Ewing leading the Knicks to the NBA Finals in 1994.
Thomas checked in for Porzingis, and the Magic making a change here as well. Aaron Aflalo, he's checked in for Evan Fournier. And Mack kicks to Spates. To the middle. Makes it off the glass.
Really well done on that assist. He sees the target inside and puts it right into the hands.
And here's Moutier. Looking at his numbers, he's averaging about 6.5 points a game. Here's Ntilikina. Not enough on that one as it misses.
Just doing the job on the backboard.
Lets it go from 11. Aflalo, no good. The Knicks leading by 8. Over in the corner, Moutier. And the Knicks hit again from deep.
And guys, they've come out and established a rhythm. And also their play calling has been on point.
Yeah, I think that's exactly how they've built this lead. They played as one, shared the basketball, running their offense to perfection.
And here is Spates following Emmanuel Moutier's 3. Simmons. And sticking right with it, gets the foul with the bucket, and he'll go to the line.
Yeah, outstanding job there of taking the harm and still able to finish.
The Magic have shot 2 free throws, and they're 1 of 2 so far.
One shot, find the lanes.
And the free throw, no good.
And for the Magic, it's really been a musical chairs with their coaches. A lot of churning on the roster, but the pieces still have yet to gel. And honestly, it's been a mess.
Now here's Simmons following the miss by Emmanuel Moutier. And there's the foul. It's on Aaron Aflalo. That is his first foul of the game.
And really just a great play to sacrifice his body and take the charge.
The Knicks leading by 9. Picked by O'Quinn. Now here's Moutier, guarded by Simmons. Three-pointer. Moutier with the basket. Moutier's got 6 points.
How about the passing? They are moving the ball without any thought, without any individual agendas.
Spates sets a screen. And Mack kicks to Aflalo. Lays it up, and despite of the excellent defense at that, Aflalo's got his first points in this one. Outside Thomas. Tries from the block, and there are the Knicks with another bucket.
Well, just terrific focus by Lance Thomas, converting inside against some pretty spirited defense.
Mack with the ball. Now defended by Moutier. Aflalo outside. Pass to Isaac. This one for 3. And that's good from Aaron Aflalo for 3. Aflalo's got his second basket of the game.
Oh, a good open look, and he sprays it home from 3.
Kick by O'Quinn. Moutier kicks to O'Quinn. Here's Ntilikina. He's covered by Mack. Pass to Beasley. 18 feet out. Mack grabs the miss.
Well, the defense trying to get out on him, but he's left with the open shot. He's got to make that one.
Here's Aflalo. 5 points in the game. And Spates has it in the corner. No good from outside. New York leading by 9. Thomas up top. He's guarded by Aflalo. Thomas goes in. Rebound by the Magic.
Boy, that's exactly how you have to play defense when he's driving the lane. You cannot give him any space.
Aflalo, no good.
Oh, great effort there. That's how you defend the paint.
Well, that's just stellar interior defense. You can't ask for anything more than that.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
No good from Simmons.
Oh, that's terrific defense there. That's how you protect the rim.
Out to the wing. No one near Moutier as he lets it go. And that one goes long. The Magic trail by 9. 52 seconds left here in the opening quarter. Here's Spates. Once again off the mark, Orlando. New York's gone 3 of 7 from three-point range in the first quarter. Here's Beasley, and it's Beasley finishing it off.
I don't know if you can do it any better on both ends than they have tonight.
I don't think you can ask for anything more, Greg. What a wonderful job establishing a lead early in this one.
Now here's a Aflalo. He has 5. And good, and it takes a nice bounce off the right iron and down. Aflalo's got 7 points in the game. Beasley outside. Five to shoot. From deep three-point range, the shot misses. A big-time effort for Porzingis, providing a lot of energy for the New York Knicks. Between his points and his rebounds, he was a star for him in that quarter. Right back after this break. Welcome back, folks. We'll see if we're in store for a more tightly contested quarter as we move here into the second. And looking at what we've seen from the Knicks so far, what do you guys think?
I think they play great D and not giving up anything easy early on.
You love that they're making the offense work, right? Making every single thing they try to do hard.
The Magic trail by 9. So on the floor for Orlando. Shelvin Mack is out there with Simmons. Then there's Maurice Spates. Then there's Aflalo. And it's Isaac in at the power forward position. And a missed layup.
You know, 2 things happen there. Excellent coverage on the shot, and then finish the possession securing the boards.
And now here comes Simmons leading the break. And it's O'Quinn with the rebound. O'Quinn's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Thomas, no good.
Well, I think the defense took that possession off. I'm pretty sure he won't miss next time.
Here's Mack. Hits it from three-point range. Mack's got the first basket of the second quarter for the Magic.
And a good judge of spacing. Sees he can get it off over the taller man.
I'll tell you, he did a nice job feeling the defense out, rising up with ease from the perimeter.
Pass to Ntilikina. It's tipped. Just over 1 minute has passed here in the second quarter. Here's Spates. The Knicks pull it in. O'Quinn's got 5 rebounds tonight. Wide open look. Moutier, no good. The Magic trail by 6. Here's Mack. Second chance shot and fouled on the shot, so the bucket counts and a chance for one more here.
Almost an impossible shot to block in the post. The defender can't give up that much of a height advantage and expect to contest it.
Doris, as we know, you were born in New York, grew up in New Jersey, lots of basketball talent in those areas. Who were some local players who influenced you early on?
Well, 1983 is the year the Philadelphia 76ers won the NBA championship, and that team was the epitome of cool, Kevin, right? You had the masterful doctor, the power of Moses Malone, but you know who I tried to emulate? Mo Cheeks.
No kidding.
Yeah, the steady, heady point guard who could make big shots and come up with a timely steal. I couldn't be the doctor. I couldn't fly like the doc, so Mo Cheeks is my guy.
Second quarter of action, about a minute and a half played. Jack against Augustine. No good from Jack. The Magic trail by 3. Gordon goes in, and it's Gordon finishing it off.
Well, this here is a game. Good run to close the gap.
Yeah, they ramped up their intensity, forced good things to happen, and now they're right back in it.
Here's Lee following the bucket by Orlando. He feeds it to Jack. Cantor sets the pick for Jack. Hardaway with a wide open look. No good, unable to end this run. The Magic have gone 3 of 8 from the field since the beginning of the second quarter. And we've got an update here, so let's catch up with David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, the Orlando Magic do have a stacked front court. They've got plenty of size. Head coach Frank Vogel said, in today's small ball NBA, we think we can beat the heck out of teams in the paint. But shooting has been a hindrance. And he conceded we might have to win some games, 68-65. Kevin?
Going against the grain, DA. Thank you.
Boy, the defense gets into his head and alters his release when he really doesn't have to.
Yeah, sprinting end to end, but under control. That's the key.
No, exactly right, Greg. You can't go too fast. He pulled that off in brilliant fashion.
Now here is Jack. They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
And it's DJ Augustine with the foul. That's his first foul.
Man, it's close, but, you know, didn't get on balance quick enough.
Evan Fournier's checked in for Maurice Spates. Hardaway sets a screen for Jack. Lets it go from 14. That doesn't go either for Porzingis. Fournier passes to Augustine. Now here's Vucevic. Coming in off a 21-point game his last outing. Fournier's shot is off.
And listen, sometimes even the best of us are going to miss the easiest of opportunities.
Knicks trail by 3. Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. Here's Porzingis, and the dunk by Porzingis.
Oh, he throws it down with such ease. That rim might as well be 8 feet off the ground.
Out left to the wing. Here's Fournier, and plenty of contact on the shot. So 2 free throws coming up. And the foul goes against New York. For Orlando, they have split their free throws right down the middle so far. They're 2 for 2.
And they've shot the ball well this season in terms of their attempts, 81%.
The first one falls.
And last season, the Knicks raised expectations with some of those big free agent signings and trades in the prior year. And let's face it, things just didn't work out quite how they had planned. Some would say they underachieved. Hard pill to swallow for a fan base that went into the year with so much hope.
And so Fournier nails both of them. And a big problem for the Knicks and their shortcomings last season was their defense.
Yeah, and listen, they have some shot blocking, but as a whole, the defense lacked teeth. More than anything else, it played a part in the disappointment of last season's campaign, and it's something they'll be focusing on in the coming years.
Hey, Kevin, another one for Porzingis, and we don't know yet what his ceiling is as a scorer, but we do know he's lighting it up right now.
Now here's Fournier. 11 points for him in that last game against Golden State. Augustine dishes to Ross. Once again off the mark, Orlando. New York trailing. Porzingis kicks to Kanter, and Kanter throws it down.
The efficiency of Enes Kanter is impressive. This guy's massive on the blocks and knows how to score.
Augustine against Jack. Gordon a screen. Here's Ross, and he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. It's on Porzingis. Doors with so many one-and-dones entering the NBA, do you think expectations are too high for these guys, especially from the fans?
I don't, Kevin. I think it depends on the talent that we're talking about. You know, I know Joel Embiid is a guy who didn't necessarily start right away, but when he was finally able to be healthy, it certainly didn't take him long to become a factor on the NBA level. No, I don't think the expectations are too high. I think these guys are accustomed to expectations, and frankly, their personal expectations are probably higher than ours.
I mean, look at the elite of these high school kids have been playing like in front of big crowds on a big stage for so long. It's second nature to them, don't you think?
No doubt about it, Kevin.
That free throw good from Ross. And both free throws good for Ross.
I think it's best to avoid putting this guy at the line if possible, but that's obviously easier said than done.
Augustine against Jack. Here's Kanter. Good, and Jack gets the assist. And that's now 7 points for Enes Kanter.
And look, if he gets it that low, he's going to hurt you.
Right, you can't be surprised when he burns you. The defense must force him out of the paint.
And it's Vucevic missing.
And it's not easy to get those stops at the rim, but he does a great job with it.
Yeah, he can make it look simple on the interior when it's really not. He knew exactly how to guard on the inside.
Now Hardaway. It's hauled in by Gordon.
His shot's just, it's not there right now. With his team leading, perhaps, you know, let's focus on some other areas of the game.
Guys back and forth this first half.
And this could continue to go back and forth the entire way.
New York's gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. And Jack kicks to Porzingis. And the dunk by Porzingis.
Oh, that's a good, strong finish. Porzingis not shying away from getting in there and getting after it.
Orlando's gone 1-2 on three-pointers here in the second quarter so far. Now here is Augustine. He's averaging a bit over 5 points a game. Vucevic with the bucket.
I'll tell you, such a tremendous rhythm to that sequence. Great player movement, great ball movement on the lead pass.
Porzingis with a screen on Ross. Hardaway sets a screen for Porzingis. Off the screen. That doesn't go either for Porzingis. Orlando leading. Ross on the wing. Back to Augustine. Good on the triple. Augustine's got 5.
Yeah, great anticipation of where the open man was going to be, and Terrence Ross finds him immediately. That's really pretty.
Jack passes to Porzingis. Makes that one fall. It's his 8th bucket in 15 shot attempts.
The defense not putting up any fight on the inside. They've allowed 10 straight points in the paint.
Gordon with a screen on Jack. And Augustine kicks to Fournier. Trying to find Vucevic. Gets it to him. Can't connect from 14 feet out. The Knicks shooting 38% in the second quarter. Offensively, they look a little bit confused. Offensive rebound. That one goes in. Jack's got it all tied up now for the Knicks.
I don't know what's happening defensively, but they're not putting up any resistance.
Orlando's gone 2 of 3 when they've stepped beyond the arc in the second quarter. Augustine dishes to Fournier. He kicks it to Gordon. Augustine against Jack. Here's Vucevic. And no good. Trying to use the glass.
Something that's kept this game close is the fact that the rebound stats for both teams are almost identical.
Magic shooting 44% from the floor since we began the second quarter. Gordon with a screen on Jack. Here's Augustine. And there's the foul on the shot. He'll go to the line for 2. And there's the call. New York with the foul. It's his first trip to the line.
Gotta admire what he's been able to do at the free throw line this season. How about over 90%?
Free throw drops for Augustine.
Well, you just look back on the history of the New York Knicks and what rich history and tradition they have as a franchise, the different eras, the different groups they've had, some of the more memorable teams in NBA history.
So New York ends up going with the new group. Isaac's checked in for Orlando. Jonathan Simmons comes in for Ross. And good on the second, so he makes them both. And thinking back to great players and teams from the Knicks, Doris, you can look at teams in any decade and find memorable players.
Well, listen, if you're talking about the 1970s, it's Willis Reed. You're talking about the 80s and 90s. You're talking about Bernard King, Patrick Ewing, Allen Houston, the great Pat Riley at the helm. And more recently, you're talking about the likes of Carmelo Anthony. The Knicks have had some ballers in their history.
And so here's Orlando, following the score by New York. There's the pick, and Vucevic kicks to Fournier. Here's Ntilikina, headed by Augustine. The Magic shooting around 41% on the night. Passes to Vucevic. Over O'Quinn, and it's blocked by O'Quinn.
Just such nice timing by O'Quinn on that block.
So for the Magic, Spates checked in for Vucevic. Flalo comes in for Evan Fournier. And Mack subbed in for Augustine. So it's Orlando now. Flalo goes in, and here's Simmons for three. It's good. It's his second basket. He's shooting 2 for 4.
The awareness there, Kev, of Flalo finding the open man.
Here's Ntilikina. Taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 7.5 points a game.
And that's how you answer back.
You can tell that was a little give good, get good. Executed well on the offensive end, connects on the deep threat.
Now here's Matt. He averages a bit over 6 points a game. To the paint, here's Simmons, and a missed layup.
Oh, great effort there. That's how you defend the paint.
Well, that's just stellar interior defense. You can't ask for anything more than that.
Here's Mack. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. Now let's take a look at how the shots have been divided up between 3-point shots and 2-point shots for Orlando.
Liking the effectiveness they've shown here from three-point land. And I say, hey, shoot it more. They've been successful with a high field goal percentage, and we'll see if that continues to be a part of their arsenal.
And he knocks down the first one. He hits both from the stripe.
And they have yet to miss a shot from the line here this quarter.
Here's Ntilikina. He has 5. Off the screen, and he knocks down the jumper. Ntilikina's got the game tied up here for the Knicks.
Yeah, and I love seeing him shoot from that spot. Ntilikina has shown he has a consistent mid-range jump shot if he can just create space.
Now here's Matt. He's got 5, and a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here.
Really the right play defensively. If you can't block, force him to the line.
On the night, he's gone 2 for 2 at the stripe.
And just a top-notch free throw shooter this year, all the way up there at 88%.
First one falls for him.
And didn't have a single free throw in that first quarter, but he started to play with a little bit more of an edge to his game here in the second.
That one misses. New York trailing. And Thomas has it in the corner. Expanding his range, and the Knicks hit again from deep.
But Kevin, no longer can you disrespect Thomas's ability to shoot the ball. Lance has really worked on that.
Feeds it to Spates. Pass to Isaac. He dishes it to Simmons. The pass to Matt. The 3. It's hauled in by Thomas. New York's gone 2 for 5 from three-point land since the end of the first. No good from Beasley. Orlando's gone 3 of 5 beyond the arc since the start of the second quarter. Mack with the ball. Now defended by Moutier. 52 seconds left in the first half. Just 5 on the clock. The baseline J. Flalo, no good.
Well, can't find the target, but good work to get into open space inside the arc.
That's good from Moutier on the assist by Thomas. And it's a 4-point New York lead.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
Here's Isaac. Excellent D there from Beasley.
And that's really a function of the offense not working as it should.
Yeah, no, exactly. That's not how you capitalize on the offensive end. You simply have to be more patient.
You can see he just rushed that a little bit. Lost the focus, I think.
Aflalo, the pass to Simmons. Back to Aflalo. Fires the three. Here's Spates. And it's good, but hold on. The officials may want to look at that one on the replay monitor. And the teams are going to have to wait before heading to the locker room. They're going to bring out the monitor and see if he got that shot off in time.
And the footage relayed to the officials from the replay center in Secaucus, I think he got it off in time. The replay leaving little doubt.
Now they're going to switch the call. There is no doubt in looking at the replay that he got it off in time.
Well, it's good they decided to take another look at it. I know some folks don't like how replay slows the game down and interrupts the flow, but when you have it there, you got to use it.
A big-time effort for Porzingis, providing a lot of energy for the New York Knicks. He notched 8 points in the quarter and has that terrific basketball instinct on display. And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thank you, Kevin. Here with Frank Vogel. Coach, your team is down at the half. What has to change?
Well, it's still early in the game. Okay, we're a little bit out of sync offensively. We just got to get into a rhythm.
Good passes lead to good offense. Thanks, Coach. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David, thank you. And stay with us, folks. We'll be back just after halftime to get the third quarter started.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
And what an amazing performance the hometown fans are witnessing here tonight. Ernie Johnson, Kenny the Jet Smith, and Shaquille O'Neal. There was no stopping Kristaps Porzingis in the first half. He had 16 points, 5 rebounds, and 2 assists. Some great work from him in the first 2 quarters. Taking a look at the Knicks, Kenny, what'd you think?
Well, their ball movement was phenomenal. Now, they're in good position to win this game, in large in part because of those assists. And this is the thing, Ernie. When you win as a team, you feel better about everything that happens.
And Shaq, let's get your input on the Magic.
You know, they haven't shot the ball very well. Not nearly enough quality looks. Right now, this game could easily come down to shot selection and how they run their offense. They need to keep the ball moving and generate better looks.
And it's just about time now for the third quarter to get underway.
The third quarter now beginning. Both sides looking to pull away in the last half of the game. And it's been a clinic out there by Kristaps Porzingis.
And he's been a monster in this game, throwing down some huge dunks. And I wasn't sure the rim would even survive in that first half.
Oh, his power is unbelievable. An intimidating force when he's at his best.
Welcome back, everyone. The second half about to get underway, and it's been a close one so far. Orlando trailing here. We've got Hardaway, Lee out there with Jarrett Jack, and there's Porzingis, and it's Cantor in at the center. That's the 5 for New York right now. There's the screen. Fournier with the ball. He drains the turnaround jump shot. Fournier's got it all tied up now for the Magic.
I mean, even he was surprised to be that open.
Augustine against Jack. The dish to Lee. Porzingis kicks to Lee. Back to Porzingis. And it's Orlando with the rebound. Vucevic has got 7 rebounds in the game.
And you look at the post-up bangers who don't block shots at a high level. More and more we're seeing teams relegate them to that 6-man role off the bench. It'll be interesting to see how that affects a guy like Vucevic who fits that description.
Greg, why is it, do you think, that teams want those more floor-bound, post-up big men like Vucevic coming off the bench?
I think two things. First of all, their defensive shortcomings are less exposed playing against other reserves. Also, their ability to create offense on the block has more value with that second unit because that group tends to have their struggles in terms of scoring the basketball.
Shooting two.
And they now lead as the free throw drops for him.
Well, Jeff Hornacek was chosen to be the head coach of the New York Knicks with the understanding that the triangle offense would be part of the system put in place. Now with the change in the front office, that is no longer the case, guys.
And so Fournier nails both of them. Well, Hornacek probably more comfortable with an up-tempo modern style, and Doris will see what he does with this new offensive freedom. Left side, Porzingis. It's stolen by Vucevic. And now Orlando on the break. Gordon kicks to Augustine. Gordon with the screen for Augustine. Back to Gordon. And it's in after a nice bounce off the right side. Gordon's got the lead up to 4 now for the Magic. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Magic will take it. Let's take this chance to bring you now the hottest shooters from downtown this month. Number 1, Porzingis.
Sometimes a three-point shooter gets into that rhythm and just keeps carrying it over. That's been the case for him the entire month.
Magic leading by 4. Guys, they've been getting it done.
They came out with a mission, and they have been tough to stop.
Ross, that's good.
That makes 3 in a row to start the second half.
New York comes into this one following a loss to the Heat.
Yeah, but they didn't roll over in that game. Had a good chance still to pull out the victory. Just couldn't come through in crunch time.
You know, here's the thing. They played hard. Strategy was solid. They had a couple of lulls, and it really cost them.
Well, for the last 2 decades, there have been a lot of big men coming from Europe who have been tagged as the next Dirk. A lot of lofty expectations to live up to. But Porzingis, Doris, Porzingis seems to be one who is answering that call.
Well, I think Porzingis certainly on his way to being as beloved as Dirk is both here and back in Europe. And the reason you like the comparison, both are size and skill combined. And they have praised each other in the past, a little bit of a mutual admiration society.
Into the third we go. 2 minutes in now. And here's Augustine. 7 points in the game. Gordon kicks to Vucevic. Fournier gets a wide open look. And again, it's the Magic from deep.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
To the left wing. There's a screen by Cannon. And here's Porzingis for a 3. Good on the 3-point shot. Porzingis has got 6 points in the quarter.
Well, Kevin, how about Porzingis? You can play him as the roll man, or in this instance, use him as the ball handler. How hard is that to deal with?
Now here is Augustine. Dishes it to Gordon. It's stolen by Jack. And now the Knicks on the break. Here's Lee. Here's Cantor. It's stolen by Vucevic. Ross dishes to Fournier.
Oh, what a pass. And then he lays it in with the circus move.
So smooth. 3 minutes gone now in the third quarter. Jack against Augustine. Jack passes to Hardaway. There's a screen by Cantor. Shot off the screen. Oh, and that one had the right spin on it, and it is good. Hardaway has got 7.
Shakes his man by using exceptional use of the screen. I mean, from there, it's smooth sailing.
Kicks it to Gordon. Ross dishes to Vucevic. Shoots it. And Orlando again with the bucket.
And what a fantastic start here to the second half. They have yet to miss.
Knicks trail by 6. Lee kicks to Hardaway. Screen by Lee. Hardaway against Ross. Out to Porzingis. A three-pointer, no good. Orlando's gone 2 of 2 from long range in the third quarter so far. Vucevic, a screen on Jack. Augustine passes to Vucevic. The putback. Now the feed to Gordon. Augustine from outside. It's rebounded by New York. Porzingis has got rebound number 5 here tonight. Jack dishes to Lee. Shows over Fournier. No good from Lee.
You know, they don't score on that shot, but they're going to be happy with those kinds of possessions.
Porzingis with the block.
This guy is showing great potential as a rim protector. Porzingis a threat to block shots anywhere, anytime. You know, it's interesting. After such a sound defensive first half, they've really struggled here in the second.
They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
There's a screen by Canner. And Porzingis, here we go. Pass to Canner. That one, no good. Gordon with the defensive effort. Fournier with the ball. He's picked up by Lee. Gordon kicks to Augustine. He feeds it to Fournier. Pass to Gordon. He shoots again. Porzingis with the block. Here's Hardaway, and a great assist by Jack as that one goes in. Jack's got his 4th assist in this one. Orlando leading by 6. Augustine passes to Vucevic. He kicks to Fournier. Feeds to Augustine. Picked by Vucevic. Shot clock at 6. Here's Gordon. Porzingis with the block.
Well, there's no consistency from the field in this quarter. We'll see if he can get his shot going.
Jack dishes to Hardaway. Here's Lee, drilled from 11 feet out. Now just a 4-point Magic lead.
Remarkable speed by Lee. Really gets his shot up quickly.
And Augustine kicks to Fournier. Pass to Augustine. He dishes it to Vucevic. Shoots over Cantor. And he tries off the glass, but it's no good. Porzingis, that's a 2, and the Knicks good for 2.
That's their 3rd straight make off an assist.
Now a timeout called by Orlando. And as the coaches go to the clipboard to outline their strategy during the timeout, the players getting a chance to rehydrate with some Gatorade. That's key to staying fresh all the way to the final whistle.
And Kevin, it really is. And every one of these players knows it. They're all making sure to stay hydrated. It's impossible to play your A game if you're not getting enough to drink, especially towards the end of games when the physical toll of a long contest really starts to add up.
Looking at who's out there now for the Knicks. Kyle O'Quinn, he's checked in for Enes Kanter. Beasley comes in for Hardaway. Moutier, he's checked in for Lee. And it's Ntilikina in for Jarrett Jack. And he'll shoot free throws here. Clearly fouled on that shot that time. The whistle blowing.
You know, I know that he can make the perimeter jump shot, but I really like it when Porzingis is taking it inside and making the defense deal with all that size.
And watching Porzingis play, you know, you forget how tall he really is in terms of how he moves. You know, not only how quick he is, but also that skill set. Incredible that a player his size won the skills competition in last year's All-Star festivities.
And the first one at the line is good. And that is what fools a lot of NBA fans about Porzingis. Most of the highlights, Greg, you see are his blocks and putback dunks. But if you watch his game, you see that skill level.
It's rare to see a player who's the complete package like Porzingis. I mean, he's fluid. He's got the easy-looking shot. It almost looks like he's a guard shooting the basketball, comfortable creating for himself or playing off others.
Well, he's come through for them at the line today, and you love having a big fella who's so capable on his free throw.
Now the pass to Mack. Here's Isaac. And he goes out of bounds. That one off Porzingis. Lance Thomas, he's checked in for the Knicks. Now here's Mack. He's got 6. Clock at 4. Aflalo, that's good.
You know, Aflalo's got the versatile ability to score inside and out, a threat from anywhere on the court.
Pass to Ntilikina. Back to Moutier. Over Simmons. Moutier with the basket. Moutier's got 10 points in the game.
Oh, that's a pretty bounce pass. Nice.
Now Mack. Spates sets a screen. Mack the pass to Spates. And he gets the friendly spin, and that one drops. He's got 9.
They're consistently finding ways to get the ball inside and taking full advantage.
Beasley the screen. Here's Ntilikina. And he goes up strong with one hand and flushes it down.
Yeah, Ntilikina there attacking the rim. An explosive long guard who can get to the rack with the best of them.
Now here's Matt. The dish to Simmons. Back to Mack. Spates sets a screen. Pass to Isaac. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up and 2 shots coming up.
And Jonathan Isaac, a 6'11" small forward out of Florida State. You know, we're seeing more and more players like this with the length of a center and the guard skills. You know, you think of KD, of Brandon Ingram, and now Isaac.
Shooting 2.
That one is off. And the story for Jonathan Isaac. As a sophomore in high school, Greg, he stood 6'3" and played guard. He hit a growth spurt, as you can see.
Yeah, and it makes a difference. I think what I notice most is that he's retained not just the perimeter skill, but also the fluidity. I mean, he's light on his feet and really moves well. Remember, there was another guy that was a point guard that had a nice growth spurt. I think his name was Anthony Davis.
And he sinks the second.
You know, he couldn't make all of them, and they'll have to settle for just a 1-point lead.
Here's Ntilikina. 9 points in the game so far. Beasley outside. For the lead. Got a piece of it.
And they haven't been able to turn it into a big lead, but their rebounding advantage is starting to add up.
Pass to Isaac. Outside, Simmons. Dishes it to Spates. And O'Quinn sends it back. Here's Ntilikina. He's covered by Mack. There's the triple. Moutier, no good.
Boy, for a capable three-point shooter, that's one he expects to make.
Here's Simmons. Here's Mack. Pass to Isaac. Tries again. Here's Spates. Well, it was only a matter of time, but they finally get the bucket. Spates has got 4 points this quarter. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
They set the pick. Three-pointer. Rebounded by Isaac. Isaac's got 8 rebounds in this game. The three from Aflalo. They get it back. Spates. Here's Mack. Off target from outside. Knicks trail by 3. Thomas kicks to Moutier. And it goes down 2 points. Moutier's got 12.
Important point there. Got him on a nice play, getting the ball inside and right to the bucket. A
minute 20 left in the third quarter. Mack dishes to Spates. A follow the pass to Spates. The Magic need to get a shot off here. That doesn't go either for a follow. New York's gone 1 of 4 in three-point shots here in the third. Here's Moutier, and a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here. And with Moutier, although he is a heavy rotation player, Greg, he is still somewhat of a project long-term.
You know, it isn't always easy to be patient with Moutier, but that's what is needed. Slowly improving his efficiency, which is a big issue for him. And you can see the raw potential, but he has a lot of smaller things to clean up.
Ties it up, and this next one could give them the lead. And that drops, so they now lead by 1. There's a minute left to play here in the third. Mack with the ball. 6 points for him. Outside, Simmons. Good, and the nice assist from Mack. He has 7. A great competitive game so far.
And from the look of it, this one could go right down to the wire.
Now, here's O'Quinn. Defense is right there. New York, no good that time either.
He had 6 points from long range in the first half, but nothing's fallen here since.
The 3 from Afflalo. Good on the triple. Now it's a 4-point Magic lead.
He hits one in the first half, another here. Not prolific, but the defense has to keep an eye on him.
Thomas a screen. To the inside. Oh, went in there and tried to power it down, but drew contact. He'll head to the line. It's going to be on Maurice Spates.
You don't necessarily have to be explosive. For O'Quinn there with the solid frame, it's about being smart and drawing contact.
The Knicks have shot 75% at the stripe, 6 of 8. And that one falls for O'Quinn.
What we have watched these first few seasons of his career is a steady improvement at the line for O'Quinn. He is showing he can knock them down consistently.
And so O'Quinn nails both of them. Matt. The shot comes out. We're at the end of the third, and we've still got a close one. Magic lead by 2. And we're coming right back. Be sure to stay with us as we get started for the fourth quarter. And meanwhile, Frank Vogel talking to his team.
Okay, our offense will come and go. Okay, our defense has got to be the constant. Okay, we keep getting stops. The way we score the basketball, okay, this will be our game.
Frank Vogel driving home the idea that defense, not offense, defense is the key to taking control of the game.
Yes, the effort you put into your defense is something within your control. That's why he wants them to focus on that.
We welcome you back to what has been a good one here as we get into the fourth quarter. So on the floor for Orlando, Simmons is out there with Shelvin Mack. Then there's Afflalo. Then there's Maurice Spates. And it's Isaac in at the 4 spot.
And Isaac really continues to intrigue you. A 6'10" forward who's just got great agility and can be a nightmare in transition.
2 shots.
And he makes the first. He hits one, then misses the second attempt from the free throw line. Knicks trail by 3. Pass to Ntilikina. Kicks to Beasley. And there's the feed to Thomas. Back to Beasley. 5 to shoot. And goaltending is going to be the call. So they get the basket there anyway.
Just barely too late and catches it on the way down. He's already in the air there, committed, so can't fault him for going for the block.
And here's a Flalo. Pass to Mack. In the corner, Simmons with it. Flalo with a screen on Thomas. Here's Simmons. And O'Quinn sends it back. A few possessions into the fourth quarter, just over a minute played. Moutier kicks to O'Quinn, and he was camped in the lane there, and he gets the 3-second call.
You know, you've got to be composed mentally right now at this time of the game. It's really careless play right there.
A different look for New York. Tim Hardaway Jr.'s checked in for Thomas. Lee comes in for Emmanuel Moutier, and Jared Jack has subbed in for Ntilikina. So Orlando going with an almost entirely new group here. Vucevic checked in for Spates. Aaron Gordon comes in for Aaron Aflalo. Evan Fournier's checked in for Jonathan Simmons. And DJ Augustine subbed in for Matt. Knocked away. Stolen by Gordon. Here we go with Gordon. Nobody back. And then Gordon with the dunk.
Leaving the rest of the field in the dust.
Boy, what great speed he's got, Greg. Just phenomenal work getting all the way to the cup in transition.
Here's Jack after the Magic pick up 2. Loses his man off the screen and lays it up and in.
Great job of screening there. Nice job to take it to the rim and get the finish.
Pass to Isaac. Gordon a screen. Vucevic dishes to Augustine. Here's Isaac, and fouled as he went up to the dunk. Good aggressive move, and he'll shoot 2.
No doubt the size of Isaac is a problem for the defense. Excellent at using that long frame to draw contact.
Shooting 2.
First one falls for him. A different look for New York. Enes Kanter's checked in for Kyle O'Quinn. And it's Porzingis in for Michael Beasley. Both shots good from the stripe. Knicks trail by 3. Jack passes to Hardaway. Kanter sets the pick for Hardaway. There's a screen by Kanter. 6 on the shot clock. With the tip, and Kanter able to finish.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
For those just joining us, fourth quarter here. We're just over 2.5 minutes into it. Passes it to Vucevic. There's the screen. Here's Fournier. And good. Coming in on the assist by DJ Augustine.
What a turnaround in the second half. So much more accurate overall.
There's a screen by Cantor. The wide open look here for Porzingis. The second chance effort, and it's blocked by Gordon. And it's out of bounds to New York. They'll retain possession. Terrence Ross is checked in for Orlando. Now here is Jack. The pass to Porzingis to tie it up. Connects from three-point range. Porzingis has got it all tied up now for the Knicks.
No three-pointers for him in that first half, but the second half, different story.
And Augustine kicks to Ross. He feeds it to Vucevic. Back to Ross. Gordon a screen. Fouled in the act of shooting. A three-point play chance coming up.
Well, this guy's going to find his way to get the ball in the bucket. Contact or not, Terrence Ross can flat score the basketball.
One shot.
Here's Jack. Fourth quarter of play, and over 3.5 minutes have gone by. He kicks to Cantor. Some nice passing by New York here. Back to Hardaway. The offensive rebound. Doesn't get it to drop for him. Orlando leading by 3. Augustine dishes to Gordon. Ross for 3. But they get it back.
And that's a nice job on the offensive glass there. That'll let them work the clock even more.
And Nikola Vucevic is going to pick up a foul. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far. New York's gone 1 of 3 from outside the arc since we've reached the 4th quarter. Jack against Augustine. Ball's knocked loose. Outside Hardaway. And here's Porzingis for a 3. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Hardaway. Porzingis has got a pair of 3s here in the 4th quarter for New York. Orlando, they've gone 3 of 6 from the field so far in the 4th quarter. Augustine passes to Fournier. Now Augustine. Vucevic up top. Back to Augustine. 6 to shoot. Unloads from 13. That one goes. Count it. And the Magic lead by 2. New York's gotten off 4 3-pointers in the final quarter, and 2 of them have fallen. And Jack kicks to Porzingis. Feeds to Cantor. Courtney Lee is on the wing. 6 on the shot clock. From deep. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Vucevic. Here's Jack. Hardaway kicks to Porzingis. Hardaway sets a screen for Porzingis to take the lead. And no good. And Orlando will come the other way. They'll be off to Charlotte for a game against the Hornets. That will conclude their brief 2-game road trip.
Boy, there aren't many who can finish better at the rim on the move than Terrence Ross. How about the finish?
Now here is Jack. He dishes it to Hardaway. Outside, Porzingis. Hardaway sets a screen for Porzingis. Here's Cantor. And he drops in the layup off the glass. And that's a double-double for him now. 11 points and 18 rebounds. Augustine with it. Here's Gordon. Picked by Vucevic. Hardaway with the steal. And now the Knicks on the break. Tries from 10, and the shot is good. Hardaway's got it all tied up now for the Knicks.
And he has the chops for this, raising the intensity when it matters most.
Right, you love the aggressiveness. This guy is willing to take over at the key opportunities.
And Augustine kicks to Fournier. Picked by Vucevic. Back to Augustine. 6 to shoot. And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot.
Yeah, easy call.
Two shots.
A free throw drops for Augustine. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. The Knicks have gone 7 of 15 from the floor here in the fourth, right around 46-47%. Cantor with a screen on Augustine. There's a screen by Cantor. Here's Hardaway, and then Hardaway with the dunk.
And he's an automatic finisher when he gets into that area.
He is, and he picks the simple one-hand stuff to get the 2 points. And here's Augustine. The dish to Gordon. Vucevic setting the pick for Gordon. The Magic again can't hit.
That's an example of great defense. His teammates love that about him. Always why the shooters struggle against this guy.
And I love the momentum he's building. Last game, he was just as dominant.
Well, there's no doubt this guy's on a hot streak right now. That's why he keeps getting the ball in this one. They're like, hey, we're going to feed the hot hand.
And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him. That's on Enes Kanter.
Two shots.
First free throw is good. He hits both from the stripe. New York's gone a disappointing 2 of 6 on 3-point attempts here in the fourth. And it's D.J. Augustine with the foul. That's foul number 2 for him. Hardaway dishes to Cantor. There's a screen. Cantor sets the pick for Porzingis. Sinks the triple. Porzingis has got 9 points now in the quarter.
And they're really in a good position here, thanks in part to the way he's been able to score the basketball.
Augustine passes to Ross. Dishes to Vucevic. Banked in off the glass.
The creative force behind these points is Terrence Ross. This guy keeps his head up, puts the pass right where it needs to be.
And Jack kicks to Lee. Porzingis sets the pick for Jack. There's a screen by Cantor. Great D that time from Vucevic.
Gets it to very close range, but there was no way the defense going to back off and give him that layup.
Now here is Augustine. Here's Ross. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. It's on Porzingis.
And this is where Terrence Ross turns himself into a weapon, drawing these fouls, getting to the free throw line. He is such an excellent free throw shooter.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
Ties it up, and this next one could give them the lead. And they now lead as the free throw drops for him. Here's Jack. And the layup's good off the glass.
Well, he's kept them in balance tonight. This guy's shooting has put them in front.
Now a timeout called by Orlando. Porzingis with a strong contribution so far in this one.
Yeah, I think they've got to be talking about just guarding him a little more tightly on the perimeter or keep the ball out of his hands as much as possible, period. That's about the only way you're going to cool this guy off.
And he could tell his guys were dragging a little bit, calling timeout to kind of let them catch their breath.
And now let's present our Jordan Player of the Game, Kristaps Porzingis.
And it's been a ridiculous performance in the best sense possible. I mean, everything about his game has been working. And no matter what they've thrown at him, he's had the answer.
Okay, well, let's check in with David Aldridge, who's reporting from the sidelines.
Well, guys, during that last timeout, I listened to Frank Vogel talk to his team. He told them this game wasn't over yet. He said, don't give up. If we make a few big plays, we're right back in this game. Stay the course. Back to you, Kevin.
Now, here's Fournier. The feed to Vucevic over Porzingis. And it's Vucevic missing. And Nikola Vucevic is going to pick up the foul. That will get him his 4th foul of the game. New York's gone beyond the arc 7 times here in the 4th and been successful 3 times. Porzingis kicks to Cantor. Screen by Porzingis. Hardaway from outside. And the Knicks hit again from deep.
Boy, I love seeing Cantor distribute the basketball. If you're open, this guy will find you.
And Augustine kicks to Gordon. Pass to Fournier. Some nice ball movement by the Magic. Gordon a screen. Vucevic. Inside. Here's Ross. And Cantor pulls it down. Cantor's got his 18th rebound here tonight. All over the place. Lee outside. Cantor with a screen on Augustine. 6 to shoot. And Jack kicks to Hardaway. There's a screen by Cantor. Shoots a fader. And it's Orlando with the rebound.
Kicking himself on that one. That is the shot he wanted.
Well, that's usually money in the bank for that guy. I'm not sure how he missed that one.
I mean, well executed. And then you love the strong finish.
Yes, you love that they're not settling for anything outside the paint. Excellent work getting right to the tin.
Here's Jack. After the made shot from Nikola Vucevic on the wing Lee. And it's blocked by Gordon. Here's Augustine. Kicks to Fournier. It's good from beyond the arc.
And this atmosphere is bananas.
No doubt. You love seeing him knock down the clutch basket.
Time call here. The Knicks decide to talk it over. They're trailing by 1. There's 48 seconds left in the 4th quarter. Hardaway passes to Porzingis. And count it, and a chance for one more at the free throw line.
Well, one thing we know, Porzingis is fearless. He had no hesitation on what was a huge basket for them. That's exactly who they want at the line, and he comes through again.
Jack against Augustine. Pass to Ross. Gordon with the screen for Ross. Outside Gordon. Now Augustine. Fournier in the corner. Clock is at 3. And they go to the intentional foul.
Yeah, you have to do that, though. You can't just let him dribble the game out.
He hits the first one, and that makes it a 3-point lead. And he hits both free throws here. So now it's a 4-point ball game.
Yeah, the crucial part of those free throws is that it now makes it a 2-possession game.
Time called here. The Magic decide to talk it over. They're behind by 4. 20 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Guys, what's your take?
And they're going to have to score. Quick foul. Can't waste any time here.
Right, that's the game plan. It's got to be executed perfectly. No time to waste.
Ross for 3. Out of bounds. New York takes possession. There's 14 seconds left to play in the final quarter. And there's the intentional foul. No choice but to stop the clock here.
No choice but to foul there, but he's probably the last guy you want to see on the line.
Good on the first, and that puts them up by 5. So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's a 6-point ball game.
Well, that's going to do it. The only chance they had was for him to miss those. Instead, he's absolutely perfect.
3-pointer Augustine. Out of bounds as Orlando keeps possession. Looking to end the run. Goes back up. Count it.
Defensive rebounding, just such a crucial part of the game.
I'll tell you, if you don't box out well, expect to get burned. You can't afford to give them second chance opportunities.
So a close game sees New York take this one. Probably a little closer than they would have liked it, but a win nonetheless.
Yeah, but I really got a sense that the fans gave them that emotional boost that was needed down the stretch. This crowd, man, they were electric.
And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thank you, Kevin. KP, you guys got out on a break tonight. How did you get into transition so easily?
Yeah, we want to play faster, and that's what we try to do whenever they miss. We try to run, move the ball quick, and get easy buckets.
And you were able to beat him down the floor tonight, KP. Thanks a lot for your time. Kevin, back to you.
All right, David, thank you. And that about wraps it up. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and David Aldridge, and the rest of our terrific crew, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. We'll see you later.